Well, you just made one of the biggest moves in the history of this game.
Over 17 years and 33 seasons, the game of Survivor has evolved. These are the players that changed the game.
He's back for a second shot, and he knows what he needs to do to get to the end. There's no question he's not a hero, and I think he's going to stir up chaos, and I think he's smart enough to maybe pull it off. I'm very excited to see how he plays.
That kid could slither his way to the end. If people figure out he's a snake, he could be gone early, but he's very charming, and he's not easily charmed. He doesn't care if you're hot and you like him and you're female. He's seen it. All I care about is getting to the end, and I'll cut your throat just like I will anybody else.
You wouldn't mind seeing Phoenix win, but it would be a villain one.
And if I were betting and I had one shot to put my money on somebody, I'd put it on Phoenix. She has a great story in that we were going to put her on Survivor, and at the last minute we went with a woman named Natalie. She came back in and said, I'm so glad I didn't get on. That season wasn't for me. This is my season. She is a mom, so she has experience with raising kids, but she's the really cool mom. She is a player. I would put my money on her being a good alliance partner and somebody that I wouldn't trust very long in the game, because I think she knows the truth of Survivor, which is you have to cut before they cut you. You know, especially in this season, I'd like to see a mom go deep. She should be the female version of Boston Rob. She really is a supervillain. Neil has got an edge, for sure. He's cocky, bordering on arrogant. He thinks he knows everything. 100% villain. He knows that. But I like him in this game because I think he was humbled last time because he's used to winning. This has been a nightmare for him. It's haunted him.
When I come back to finish what I started, there's nothing worse than a tap a win.
And if he can get past the excuses and say, where did I go wrong? And look at this like a football game, I actually think Neil could pick an alliance and maybe go deep. Neil is really bright and stealth-like. And I think he gets the game in a way that I'm not even sure I understand, because I don't think he showed me everything. What Neil is great at is moving you to his idea. He knows how to talk to everybody. If Neil can get with the right people, which I think would be other old schoolers, he would be an amazing winner. I could see Neil as a winner and be very happy.
You know what? I don't trust Neil. I really don't.
Adam is a guy who's wanted to be on the show for a long time. He's a great representative because he's a very different approach. Adam is full on serious, wants to play this game, already thinking about who he wants to align with. The thing working against Adam is, I don't know if he can hide that. His social skills are so good that if Adam can just last for a couple of days, I think Adam could get really deep. He could definitely win the game. Adam.
This is an odds-on favorite for me.
And I don't want him mad at me, but I would put him in the category of villain. And I'm not sure he's aware that he's a villain. Joe, one of the most popular probably ever to play. Joe is the closest thing to evil we've ever had on Survivor. Guy's got a diabolical mind. Andy's a villain, and the thing about Joe, he loves being a villain. He's glad you don't like him because he doesn't like you either. Joe was one of our very first picks for this season. Joe will never win a challenge. And I don't even know that Joe is the greatest strategic player.
I think he might make some dumb moves, but he will make moves. We know Joe, he's a player. He will play this game, and I like him already for that. This time, Joe wants to win. Can he win? No. But if somebody's smart, they will take Joe with them deep into the game because he's entertaining as hell. He'll keep you laughing, and he's really no threat to ever beat you. I love her. She is first and foremost a closer, and she's willing to do anything to win a challenge. Where her game is going to need work is she came in trying to play a straight-up honest game, and she would tell people everything. Trust me, and we'll take them out. What she wasn't watching was the them was already targeting her, so she's gonna need some work on her social game. She's one of my favorites. I'm gonna go on a limb and say I think she could win this game. I think there's a lot more to her than meets the eye. Unless I'm completely wrong, I think people are gonna look at her and think, she's real. I think if you let her get deep in the game, huge threat. She's really attractive, physically fit, and she has that thing that no one else out here has, which is
I've had a lot of time to think about who I want to be and how I want to behave and how I want to play this game. A player so popular, kids want to be him. Women want to date him. And guys just want to hang out with him.
If you're going to do heroes versus villains, you have to have Rice. He is probably the most popular player ever.
Villain, for sure, doesn't see himself that way. He is either going to go deep or probably be early out. He's taunting people to take him out.
But they won't. They never do.
Dude is a time bomb waiting to go off. The question is when. It's going to happen. If he lasts long enough in this game, it will go off. Like a bottle rocket. And then the question will be if he can recover from it.
I hope he lasts, but one theme is going to be great people are going to be voted out every week. Can't win. They're not going to win. I don't know if he knows that or not.
We have something fun happening this season. We're doing 3 tribes this year, which we haven't done in quite a while. I love 3 tribes because it complicates the numbers. Survivor's all about how many numbers you take to the merge. And with 2 tribes, people seem to think they have the game figured out. With 3 tribes, it's very difficult.
The hard part about this season is there's not a lot of people that you want to get rid of. There's a lot of likable people, which makes you want to get rid of them.